G'day guys, I've got a little bit of a noisy problem. I'll turn the car on and show you. Righto, as you can hear, we've got a squealing belt, but that's not the only problem. The problem I've got is when I installed the radiator is a bit thicker than the original, which pushed all these plastics back a bit. So I actually broke, I think I broke one of these on the bottom, getting it in. I snapped it, so I plastic welded it all back up, hoping I didn't have to take them back out again for a while. But as you could hear, the serpentine belt is very noisy, and it's not a genuine belt. I know that for a fact because I put that belt on. So I've bought a genuine belt, which I hope will fix the problem. But the problem I've got to take that out to get to it. But what I think I might do is a little bit of a fix. I might cut this here, cut that through there somewhere, cut it through here and actually make a panel that can come off. I'll make I think I've got enough clearance from the fan behind here. I think I've got enough clearance from here to the fan. I've got some aluminium strips I'll cut for here, and some nutserts or riv nuts I'll put in the aluminium, and then I'll just put a couple of bolts in the top, and I can take this off whenever I like. Get access to the fan and the serpentine belt. Alright, let's see how we go. Alright, so as you can see, I struggled a little bit. I got it out. Now, that's how it sits in the car. I don't know if you can see that. That's the top. But as you can see, on the inside, it's doubled up, so I won't be able to cut it there. The only spot I'll be able to cut it here. It's close to, so I'll be able to cut it there, put a bracket across here on the inside, a couple of rib nuts and a couple of bolts here, so I'll be able to get it from underneath. Now the idea being that once I take that out, I should be able to nearly twist it out, because I'll be able to open that up. I'll be able to get past all the pipes and whatnot. I may still have to take the fan out. As you could see, I just did it then. I may still have to take the fan out before this comes out, but with that cut off, it should be easier to come out. Let's see how we go. that. And I think that will be perfect. Now to drill some holes. Alright, that's both the brackets finished. So let's see how they work on there, drill some holes in the plastic and see how we can fit them up. Alright, so that's what I've done. It's got Allen key bolts on the outside, so all I've got to do is undo like those two and those two. That'll come apart and then it'll all, this part and this part will squish together to make it a little bit smaller so I can pull it out without hassle. Alright, now the next step is to replace the serpentine belt. Yeah, right. Serpentine belt's pretty easy to change. That's the belt tensioner just there. You've got to get a big socket on this bit of a nut just here. I like to loosen that one off a bit, that nut. It loosens the tensioner bracket up, and then you can put a big nut on there and push down on it, and that loosens this pulley up and you can get the belt off. Just check all the pulleys. Fan pulley seems to be running okay. What? The actual tensioner pulley sounds like it could have an issue. It might be the tensioner pulley. It could be the tensioner pulley that was squealing. But we'll change the belt. And I may have to order a new tensioner pulley. This is the new belt. It's a genuine Nissan part. So let's hope it goes on as easy. Right, the fun begins. Top of that one. Should I work from the bottom? Oh, it's Now, before I put the plastics back on, I'll put the fan on and start her up and see if it's still squealing. If it's still squealing, I'll leave the plastics off for now and I'll order a new tensioner pulley, because that appears to be making a little bit of noise when you turn it around by hand. So let's get the fan on. Alright, let's start her up and see if that's fixed the squealing problem. Well, that seems to have fixed the squeal. Doesn't sound like a pig anymore. All I need to do is put the plastics back on and that's job finished. Rightio. This is the end result. You can see up in there those new bolts and the little panel. The plastic went in reasonably easy. Took me about 5 minutes, and that's with, and it had the fan in it as well. I was able to squeeze it past, and with that panel out, it gave me just enough so that I could squeeze it together and just to maneuver it into position. So that's that one there's the original removable panel. It comes out. But yeah, it worked quite well. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, please hit that subscribe button, which is down below there somewhere. And I have to say, in case you haven't guessed, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a bloke just trying to do stuff for himself, save a bit of money. But please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.